Okay, welcome. My name's Kingbreaker and I'm part of the Solana Gaming Discord. We're about to talk about the game Holosim today by Star Atlas. They're starting a new season, which is going to host an event overlaying this season. So we're going to talk about the tutorial on how you can get into Star Atlas's free-to-play game, where you can actually test the mechanics so you can later translate that information into the play-to-earn version of the game called Sage. Okay, we're just going to go through this. So first you're going to have to pick your faction. I'm going to pick mine here. Okay, and I'm going to go for Mud. There's 3 factions. Mud's the human faction, and then you've got a multi-species faction called Oni, and then you've got Booster, which, as it says, sentient robots. Okay, each faction has their own communities, so finding the kind of community that suits you and your needs, what you want to do. You can do multiple things in this game, such as resource management, crafting, you can trading, and PvP, and there's even more PvP now because you can fight for sections of the galaxy and space stations and buy for resources, or you can just casually just mine materials and sell them for profit, which you can in the paid version of the game, the play to earn game. That can actually get you currency. So this is a good place to test how to do things, right? I'm going to go with the Mud faction. Okay, as you can see here, there's going to be a season pass. So I will be purchasing this myself. Okay, as you can see here, I've purchased the battle pass or the season pass, and this will be giving me bonuses. 9 times bonus on your daily Z Atlas reward. Not too sure what that is right now. That may be the season pass currency or XP. 35% Z Atlas streak bonus, so that'll be cumulative. And account avatar booster. So let's have a look what that is. Okay, so we looked at what the season pass is actually going to give us, and what that seems to be is each day there is going to be a cumulative reward, right? And you'll be getting this from your quests, your dailies. Okay, and every time you go through this, you're going to be getting a cumulative streak reward, right? And that will increase over time. This pot will increase more. Okay, so this is what the bonuses are, right? And the Z Atlas is the currency for the game. If you ever want to check that, that's your inventory down here. That'll tell you how much currency you have. You'll use this for all your trades, okay, and all your transactions that you'll be using in game from the custodial wallet. This is fake token, okay, because it's in Holosim. It's not Sage. It's not live token. This is just for the sake of the actual ecosystem here that's tested for 30 days. Okay, thank you. Okay, so now we're here in the actual game. As you can see, this is the galaxy. Now, this is a top-down space simulation game, which has a fully simulated galaxy of players' fleets, crew stations, and crafting and mining operations, and it's all live. So there'll be ships going from A to B, as you'll see here. Like, these are the main stations here, the big red circles, the same as they are color-coded for the faction, Mud being red, Booster being yellow, and Oni being blue. Now, to first start off, you want to be going through what we're going to go through today, which is the tutorial, okay? But just for a little bit of reference, this is player ships. This little triangle here, as you'll see on the left, that is someone's actual ship. This is someone's actual ship static. The circle, okay? So the white circles literally represent static fleets, okay? What triangles represent fleets in movement. Okay, and the red circles, that represents the stations, okay, space stations. All right, that's where you do a lot of your interactions, hangars, marketplaces. Each space station has its own resources and own marketplace. You can buy globally, but you need to go to the station to collect physical. Okay, so that means if you're going on a marketplace, and you buy from Valiant, but all your ships are here, you'll have to travel to Valiant to pick up your purchase. Okay. So keep that in mind when you're buying. Some places have better stuff to buy based on what mining resources they have. We will get into that later. Okay, but that's just a rundown of the general what you're staring at, because for some people who aren't used to these kind of games, the iconography is quite important to pick up quick. Okay, so just so you're aware what you're looking at, triangles are ships, white circles are ships when they're static, they're not moving, and the big red circles are stations. All right, you can use this for reference when following the tutorial. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so first, the tutorial is on the right, but you can access this by going to quests. I always advise you do your dailies first, because it not only does it net you XP, but it nets you this icon here, which is crew members. You need crew members to activate ships, okay, and to run your ships. And as you can see here, it's providing me a bonus. So I'm getting pretty much double XP. I'm getting an extra 5 crew members and a bit more Atlas. So the Z Atlas might be the dummy token in this, okay? Because when you're playing a game like Sage, which is the play to earn version of the game, okay, you earn Atlas from all these quests and all these storylines, which will be implemented much later. Atlas is very loose right now. You only really earn from mining and selling on the player market to each other, which is still viable. But just notice that Z Atlas will be the free token, only available in Holosim and not able to be withdrawn, okay, just for the sake of currency. But Atlas itself will be the token that's used in both the UE5 game and Sage. Okay, so we're going to claim this every single day. Fantastic. So because the game is launching today, we've caught it, that's going to take a little moment to update a lot of things. And because it's a place where it's a test bed for all the version of the game that they're going to bring into Sage, there may be bugs, and it is day one. All right, so a lot of people are having server issues because a lot of people are trying to get in on this. There is events that you'll see on all the socials, like there's a Soul Flare event on currently to reward the top 1,500 players on the global rank. Okay, by the end of the season, which is 30 days. Okay, and then there is also the first 1,000 people to complete the storyline. Okay, will get a Soul Flare skin for a ship, and you will get the ship included with the skin. And all you have to do for that is complete all the storyline missions down here. Okay, be the first 1,000 there, and you guarantee yourself to get that. That's a drop. All right, so make sure to link your wallet. All right, so the daily report for duty didn't go through. We're just going to leave that and come back to it. Maybe refresh and see where that works. But we'll come back to this in a moment. Right now, we're going to go into the tutorial. So the tutorial here, it's very straightforward and self-explanatory for a lot of sections like it was last season, but you need to adhere to exactly what it tells you to do and in what order, okay? If you skip a step by thinking you're doing a different interaction to make life easier, you may inadvertently stop the quest from progressing. So do try to read the briefings. Some of them are as simple as this one, just open, read, okay? So you can just pause the screen at this point and take a read of that for yourself. That's generally just giving you a welcome. You can also play the audio, which is just here because there is a lot of voice casting and there is a genuine storyline in here, so that they do have this feature with a lot of their quests. Eventually that might break down into more visuals like you saw in that intro at the start. Okay, but for now it's just a voice audio logged, which can help also the hearing impaired. Okay, so I'm just going to claim.